You ever feel like there's this mountain of ambition inside you, but it just doesn't move? You watch productivity videos, read self-help books, try a new app every week, but still you find yourself lying on your bed, scrolling Instagram for the third hour straight, thinking, damn, maybe I'm just lazy. You start Googling things like how to stop being lazy. You download Notion and time block your calendar, convinced this time will be different. You make your color-coded lists, schedule fake deadlines, light a candle like you're summoning Arceus to give you level 80 discipline. But nothing sticks, so you return to your Pokemon Emerald Nuzlocke, and that little voice returns, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But what if you're not lazy? What if you're just bored of your life? Because laziness, it's easy to label, it gives you a scapegoat. But boredom is trickier. Boredom means maybe your life doesn't deserve your full attention right now, and that hurts more. I remember finishing my master's degree and thinking I was about to unlock life. No more classes, no more deadlines, just raw ambition and free time. It was supposed to be my open world moment. But instead of exploration, I just wandered aimlessly. No job, no structure, no storyline to follow. Most days, I'd wake up late, stare at my laptop, scroll job listings, try to get my guitar coaching business up and running, then close the tab without applying or reaching out to potential clients. I'd reheat old leftovers, pace around my apartment, and somehow feel exhausted by 3 p.m. without doing anything at all. Like, bro, you have all this time, why aren't you doing anything? I felt so guilty. I even made weekly plans, I wrote to-do lists, I cleaned my room as a productivity placebo, but nothing really stuck. But here's the truth, freedom without curiosity is just paralysis. It's like loading into a new Pokemon region with no map, no rival, no gyms, just endless routes and no reason to walk them. And guilt is not a motivator, it's a loop. It convinces you that you feeling stuck is your fault, when really you might just be unchallenged. So I took a 9 to 5, then shortly after another. This one was at a startup, supposedly more exciting, but soon I was just optimizing spreadsheets and pretending that meant something. Gym, work, sleep, repeat. At some point I wasn't even tired, just dulled. It felt like training the same Pokemon to level 100 and never leaving the first route. Yeah, you're strong now, but for what? And I started craving chaos. Anything to shake me out of that flatline. Some days I secretly wished something dramatic would happen, just to force a reset. Because when you're stuck in a loop, even self-destruction can look like progress. Then randomly, something would flip, a new idea, a new project, a new obsession. And suddenly I'd become this maniac version of myself, like a Magikarp hitting level 20 and instantly evolving into Gyarados. I'd sprint, wake up early, skip parties, learn like a machine. There was a month where I tried to learn everything about personal branding. I devoured courses, made content, reached out to mentors, and filled pages with ideas. And for those 30 days, I didn't feel broken. I felt unstoppable. That's when I realized I'm not lazy. I just need novelty. And not dopamine novelty. Not endless Instagram reels, but challenge novelty. New puzzles to solve, new skills to grind, and new dungeons to clear. I thrive on discovery, on chasing rare encounters and not endlessly farming Pidgeys. And maybe that's not a flaw, maybe that's just how I'm wired. It became clear during my Erasmus semester. And when I started coaching with my old coach Max, suddenly I wasn't on autopilot. I was upgrading, fast, new people, new environments, new quests, and I could feel myself evolving. I remember walking through cities I'd never seen, having conversations that made me rethink everything, and journaling like my life depended on it. I still remember this one night in Cardiff, sitting by the river, notebook in hand, scribbling down the first version of what would become my ideal lifestyle map. It was the first time I designed my life instead of reacting to it. It was like finally unlocking the National Dex and realizing there's so much more to explore. That experience proved something to me, that the environment you put yourself in matters more than any productivity system, and that growth isn't just a grind. Sometimes it's a relocation, or a change in your environment. So if you feel stuck, if your ambition feels broken, ask yourself, are you actually lazy? Or have you just outgrown your current storyline? Sometimes the answer isn't another productivity hack. Sometimes you just need to change regions, find a new city, take a new class, start that weird side project no one understands, say yes to something slightly terrifying, because you don't need more willpower. You just need better quests. And better quests don't come to you. You have to walk into the tall grass and find them.